Marquis Grissom had a terrific 17-year career in the big leagues. He is one of those guys that you encounter along the course of a career about whom you hear nothing but great things. And then you meet him, you discover he's one of the all-time great gentlemen, as well as being a great player, and you know what it's all about. And Marquis joins us on the spread. Grip, good to see you. Before we talk about the Breakthrough Series, and you're there as an instructor at Vero Beach, I got to ask you, catching the final out of a World Series, is that the signature moment in your career?
Yeah, I think I got two of them. I think catching the final out of the World Series in Atlanta, being from Atlanta, was unbelievable for me. And also catching Dennis Martinez's perfect game. I caught the final out of that game as well. So I put those two together, man, and, you know, I add those to my career, and I think those are my two biggest highlights.
Yeah, you know, the perfect game for El Presidente, I'm sure you handed the ball right back to him. But what about that ball from the '95 Braves World Series title? What happened to that one?
Well, I finally got it back about a year and a half ago. I gave it to a security guard who asked me for the ball in the third inning. She told me, she said, "Won't you give me that ball when the game is over?" And how did she know we were going to win the World Series and that I was going to catch the final out? I felt like she deserved that baseball, and I ended up giving it to her, and I got it back, talked her into it, giving it back to me about a year and a half ago, so I finally got it back.
That's amazing. Good for you for making good on that promise. I had to put that in my pocket and ran, but that's why you're you and I'm me. I want to talk about this Breakthrough Series, Marquis, because you're out there in Vero Beach with a number of other, you know, terrific big league names. And it's a learning opportunity. It's an opportunity for kids from underserved communities, focus on diversity, to get better at the game of baseball. Tell us about what you're doing down there.
Well, the Breakthrough Series is a tremendous event that's put on by MLB. And Tony Regas and Jerry Manuel and Dale Matthew do an outstanding job of bringing us in to give those kids the information that they so desperately need to go forward. And I think I'm excited as well to be here because I get a chance to be around some former big leaguers who have a lot of information to give, and I learn a lot as well. But it's a tremendous opportunity for these kids to get their baseball IQ up and for us to give off some of the knowledge and experience that we experienced over the course of our career.
We understand that as a part of the curriculum today, you did a demo on how to rob a home run, how to time your leap, how to go over the fence. We've got some footage of it here, Marquis. Did the kids love this? I would imagine this is something everybody wants to know how to do.
I'm just glad they showed it in slow-mo because in reality, I didn't realize that I got up that high. I didn't think I could make it over the fence at this age, but I think the kids got a kick out of it, and I think this would be a definite tool for kids to learn how to go back on the ball and jump up against the wall.
I think it's important that our viewers know how dedicated you are to teaching baseball at all levels, and in fact, to the degree that you've got your own academy, Marquis Grissom Baseball, and that there's a player on the Atlanta Braves that actually came through your program.
Yeah, that kid would be Michael Harris. And we saw Michael Harris at the age of 14, and he gravitated to our team at 15. And we seen the talent right away. You know, as former players, we got a nick for being scouts and good sense of judgment of the players. And he stood out amongst all the kids we had in our organization. And the one thing about Mike, he just kept working. And I think that's what separated him from everybody else.
How do people get involved with your program, with Marquis Grissom Baseball? How do they find you?
Well, they can go to the Marquis Grissom Baseball website, mgba.org, and register to be a participant on our team, and also on our website to get all the information they need on what we do in our organization.
Yeah, so is one of the things you teach the kids how to tape up the knob of your bat and take all the tape out of the training room and do that? Are you still doing that?
No, I don't do that anymore. That was during my playing days, and that was just a feel thing for me as an athlete. You know, hitting is all about how you feel and how you feel at the plate. But I just try to teach the kids the things that they don't know. I try to find out what they don't know so I can teach what they do not know. But it's fun to be a teacher and an educator on the baseball field. I had so many people impact my life. I just feel almost obligated to give it back to a lot of kids.
Hey, you know, getting back to that bat grip and that tape that you used to put on the knob, there are actual bats that are being built that way now. I mean, you were onto something years ago that somebody's making a couple of bucks on now.
That's true. I think towards the end of my season in LA and the San Francisco Giants, I think Louisville ended up making me a bat to that model, to that expertise. But I still, you know, end up putting rolls of tapes around it because that was my feel and that was my signature mark. But it's whatever the athlete needs to have them comfortable in the batter's box, because being comfortable in that batter box means everything.
Hey, Marquis, it's good to see you, man. So glad to hear that you're having a good time with the Breakthrough Series. We want folks who are interested in your program to go to your website, MGBA Marquis Grissom Baseball, and it's good to see you. Way to go.